Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Let's see, we already got Duke is here. Z, hey, you made it, dude. I'm so happy to hear that and see that. B Manny. Okay. Are y'all getting a little bit of feedback? I'm getting some feedback there. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Addie, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Actually, so I am doing wonderfully. Black Knight, how you doing? I'm a little under the weather, actually. A cold has made its way through my family. My kids are sick. Don't worry, we were tested, and no one has the virus. But a cold is running through my family, and it has finally hit me. Yeah, hey, is that Shadow?
No, it's Duke.
Duke, what's up? Yeah, so I can hear you fine. Can everyone hear Duke pretty well? Duke is joining us today, and Shadow is also joining us for a bit. Yeah, Daniel, that's kind of how I feel. Same thing, different day. I'm glad I'm streaming too. This took us like 3 months, so thanks for sticking with us, and we're here. I think we have a minimum viable product, as they say. And we'll just keep improving it and working through it. So, and People's Champ, thanks for letting us know you can hear Duke. And then Shadow, can you say something? Let's see if everyone can hear you. Shadow, you're coming through a little quiet, bud. Do you have a way to maybe up your sound? Oh, there you go. We could hear you just fine now. Could everyone hear Shadow as well?
Yeah.
Black Knight's saying they can't hear either of you, but other folks can. So can't hear Shadow. Shadow, go ahead and talk again. And then you know what? This is one of those things to remember, that the chat is a little bit behind us.
Make my volume a little louder, if that's possible.
So I don't know how to raise your volume without raising Duke's as well. And actually, I have you and Duke as loud as you could possibly go.
Damn. Right.
I'm just on my computer. Are you on headphones or anything?
I'm using my headphones, and there's a mic there. I can try to make the volume a little louder on my end.
You know, Addie is saying that... so we're getting different feel, but a lot of this, as I'm finding out from the videos, is how people are listening to, right? So some folks can hear the music that I put in the videos, and other people are like, I don't hear any music. So I think a lot of it's if you're on like a computer or a phone, or you're using a headset. So
I can hear it on my headset, but when I use a computer, I don't hear music.
Yeah, exactly. And so what I try to do, okay, so Z is helping us out there. For everyone who doesn't know, Z is Der Deal or No Deal. So Z is saying, Shadow, go ahead and say something. I'll finally be quiet for a few seconds, and let's see if Shadow can be heard.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Trying to make my mic a little louder, but I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Yo, Largo, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for all the help you've been doing on the Discord. I really appreciate it. All right, so folks are saying they can hear you well enough. Everyone, just jump into the chat and let us know if Shadow's too quiet or it's gotten too loud. And, you know, we'll get this stuff figured out as we go. As I was saying, I'm not feeling very well. You can probably hear it a little bit in my voice. So what we'll do is we'll do some simple fun testing of Cosmic Ghost Rider, a lot of kind of what we did yesterday. He is very complex. And there's a lot of different rotations that we were working through. Shadow and Germ had some great ideas, and DLL2, and we were able to get to the point where we were doubling up his fury, and the damage was immense. That being said, Baby Champ, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. That being said, I think that was a bit like taking your car out on an open highway where it's completely safe and there's no police. Like, I don't know how realistic that was. So we'll run through a few different situations with him. We'll beat up Winter Soldier and Captain Marvel. And then I think we'll turn this into a bit more of a hangout. Just, you know, I'm excited to finally be here. Yeah, like the German highway. Exactly. What is that? The Autobahn. And we'll just answer some questions, maybe open some crystals that we've got, and just have some fun with that. So does that sound good to you, Duke and Shadow? Does that sound pretty good?
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Try to make my mic a little louder, but it's in the max volume right now, so I don't think I can make myself any louder.
Cool, buddy. And I think you're fine. Those folks are saying they can hear you. And for those of you who don't know, I think everyone probably knows Duke. Duke is, you know, the great Duke Gecko from the war videos, and everyone knows him. And Shadow has a YouTube channel himself. He's just started it, and he's become very invaluable to me with the Discord server. And his channel is really impressive. I suggest you check it out, Shadow. If you can find a way to link that in the chat, I suggest folks check it out. It is extremely high-level gameplay, and he's really working on it. And he just took down, what was that boss? I can't even remember the name of the boss again, but you did it with an R4 She-Hulk, and the way you went about it was not only with a lot of skill, but you were really smart about it using the SP3 there. So please link that if you get a shot, Shadow, so everyone can check it out. There we go. And then Shadow, are you seeing what Blargo, and if I'm mispronouncing your names, please correct me, but Blargo's providing a little bit of advice here on maybe how to up your volume. And then Addy, yeah, so I'm behind on war videos. I have fallen behind. A lot of that was making sure we could get this going. And then, you know, you get a 6-star Cosmic Ghost Rider and priorities change. But yeah, there will be a war video, should come out tomorrow. And the cool thing is they're letting me take mini bosses now. I took mini bosses in War 10 and then in War 11, which was yesterday. It just ended a few minutes ago, or it's about to end. So I'm pumped up. All right. So can I take Art CGR to 3? Not yet. Here, let's take a quick look at the resources so you all can see where we're at, what's going on. Patty, no, I am in BG2. So there we are. With that 15% tier 5 CC deal that came out recently, I took it to the Discord server, and Cosmic beat Mutant. I think it was like, I think by like 90%. It was like 9 out of 10 people said, take Cosmic in case you get Cosmic Ghost Rider. So I went with that. And so we're not far away. And just based on the initial testing, I think he's going to be the next Star 3. Duke, I don't know if you got a chance to see the video, but I'm curious to hear what you think about that. And Shadow, you too.
I think he's going to be good for like Book 7, Act 7, and other things where you can ramp him up. But I think for war, it's a little bit impractical because you want to finish the war as fast as you can. You don't want to have an SP3 and then go to the SP2 and have a special rotation that you have to do. You know, like for example, Corvus is different. Corvus, you just hit any crits, that's it. With him, I think he's going to be very good, but for specific content. You would rank him over Corvus?
So I mean that's Champ, yeah, not enough 6 stars on there. Did you see me actually get lost in it a bit? I was trying to find him and I couldn't. Iron Patriot, what's up, buddy? I always appreciate the knowledge you drop on the comment section of YouTube. It's cool. I really appreciate it. How many R3s do I have? I think we're at 11 or 12, and we've got. This is so hard because I want to just interact with you all. We've got a tier 5 CC of skill and of science just sitting ready to go.
Hey, L, wie geht's dir?
Hey, L, what's up, buddy? And
All the Paco buddies, German guy, very cool.
Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, always active, and again, dropping knowledge. So many of the people that comment on this channel are really smart about the game. I'll be honest, I don't normally read the comments on the other YouTube channels. I'm usually like, I'm very specific. I'm looking for this thing, and I scan the video to get it, and then I bounce out. But the comments on this channel, like I have learned so much for them already, and I'm seeing the discussions back and forth. There's a lot of really smart players. And don't. Oh yeah, Stream Elements. Hey, there you are. Thanks for throwing that out there. And yeah, I'm a war planner from out. Yeah, Iron Patriot. That makes a lot of sense. I can see that with the way you write and what you're saying. So, Duke, to answer your question, so I was really skeptical of Cosmic Ghost Rider. You know, I really like Dorky Dave, and I enjoyed the video he put out. But in watching that, I was like, come on. Like, there's no way you're gonna be able to do this in war. This is like an ad, and it should be an ad. I mean, it's on the Contest Champions website or their YouTube, right? But then KT1 showed a rotation that was very different. I hadn't seen anyone put it out there, and it was for more when I think he called it like you're adequately balanced for the content you're attacking, and you can get into the SP2 very quickly. And I'm wondering about that. And Legacy did something with like a power back boost where I could see that allowing you to take down a 200k opponent instantly. And so yesterday we were able to get a couple things. I do say KT1 a lot. I like the guy. I got to know him in NY. And anyways, the point is, you know, when you take Corvus to War, you're usually using power back boost. I mean, you're ramped up, right? Like he is a high maintenance champion. I'm wondering if this is the same thing for War. That's what I'm beginning to think. So, I don't know.
Right, and actually, somebody took Killmonger on that Poison and Incinerate node, the mini, with the Cosmic Ghost Rider today. And they barely lost health because of the armor breaks. Do you actually have a skill TC5 too?
Yeah, I do.
So let's see your science and skill for 1 second. I'm curious.
The champions?
Yeah, let's see who we can push over here.
Well, so yeah, we're going a certain place here with this, and you're helping me get there. That's a great segue, Duke. Is Yusuf? What's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We will probably eventually get into some gameplay, but I'm just so excited to talk. I'm so excited to chat. And we've got Duke and Shadow on here. So Duke, here's the thing: is if I'm taking Cosmic Ghost Rider to rank 3, which is right now my plan, he has a great synergy with Night Thrasher. And I like Night Thrasher. I like him a lot. And so there's a lot of steps that have to occur there. But I'm starting to consider Night Thrasher as my next R3. But
even Taskmaster is a good option. You know how to use them, and it's not a hard rotation. Because the things that come up for his missions are, you know, medium attack, light attack, or heavy. So it's essentially very easy to get him to 5 concussions and then you crazy damage.
Yeah, that might be more of a player of your skill type of thing. I'm never going to pretend to be the best player. I'm just going to accept.
You don't have. I'm telling you. I thought it would be something skillful that you have to do with the Taskmaster, but it's actually fairly easy just to get him ramped up because the missions that light and medium attack or heavy, so you do that anyway.
Yeah, no, maybe I don't know. But you know me, I like the synergies. I like I'm going to bring in this champion and I'm going to pump them up with this guy, and this guy is going to be able to take this fight or that fight. It's just what I enjoy. And then
the skill that you're missing is really Fury. I mean, you have all of the guys. Even Killmonger is a great champion, but I think Fury would really intensify your team. You have Aegon for content. You have, you know, he's the greatest skill in my opinion. But number 2 is definitely Fury. I guess that's what you've been saving for.
Yeah. So let me catch up on chat just for a second there. Yusuf, we've got Duke on, and then Shadow is also on. And Shadow has a YouTube channel of his own too. And he'll probably link that again. I think he linked it in there a little bit earlier. Take Killmonger to R3. So Clyde, I love Killmonger, and DLL's been submitting some fights. I think everyone's getting to just remember how great he is. Like, I know it's been a couple years since I think he came out. But I like him. I like him a lot. And so Enzo, thank you so much for stopping by. Given all the imposters lately, we're not gonna moderate you just yet. Concerned that's another imposter. Wait for the Falcon buff from Magnus. Yeah, I know that looks good. I haven't gotten to check that out, but I saw KT1 did a video on it. Hey Enzo, people are saying hi. PP, I'm not sure that's how you want your name pronounced, but hey, what's up? Thanks for all the great comments you always leave on the channel. I really appreciate it. Friend zone tonight. Yeah, Enzo, are you streaming right now or soon? And then Shadow, we didn't get to hear your thoughts on Cosmic Ghost Rider as a potential R3.
And Falcon, from what I've seen so far, I think the time where you get back to his ability is just too long. I think he's very impractical, but you never know how a champion is going to be until he's actually released. People thought Corvus is not a good champ when he came out, so until they start using him.
Yeah, that's very true. And then Shadow, what were you saying there, buds?
I feel like I agree with. He will be really good for like long content, but for Alliance War and stuff like best. But he definitely has like extremely a lot of damage, and it does take a lot of ramp up to get that damage. But for long fights where he's able to get that maximum, definitely a champion.
I agree. And so folks, that Elliot Stranzel, that is the Strands. He's submitted quite a few fights for the channel. What's up, buddy? Thank you so much for stopping by. You'll see you now have a wrench, which in my understanding is a big deal. And this is the guy that first keyed me and Legacy in on how great Sorcerer Supreme is, how great Black Widow is. And Strands, for some reason, I'm blanking on your Human Torch. Strands was the first person that I heard or I saw or I read talking about how great Human Torch was. This goes back before Legacy was saying it. So not that credit is important, but I think the guy deserves it. Hey, Vega, you inspired me. Open 5 more just before the Crystal 6. You duped him. Wow. Congratulations, Jason. Daniel, thanks for stopping by. All right, so well, actually, man, I just want to talk the whole time, but I'm a talker. Let's just jump in. Let's beat up on Winter Soldier a little bit. I would like people. Am I sad for Lags? Yeah, I am actually. I saw his videos and I felt horribly for him. He really likes Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I think he's a good enough player to make it work and work really well. And crystals are a tricky thing for me. Like, I try to make it really clear. I think it's purely for the entertainment, right? Like, you do that because it seems fun for that moment, and then that's it. If you really want that champion, try to grind them out and go way above what you think they are. But you open the crystals and they're like, what are they like? The potato chips, right? Like, you can't just eat one, right? The temptation is there. So just do what you can and watch my channel. Brutal DLX is opening a lot. Seaton always opens a bunch. Watch that. Watch how poorly they usually go, and then remind yourself of why you don't open them. That's my suggestion.
I know Seaton is pretty much a lot of luck. Besides,
what's that?
I don't watch every one of his crystal opening videos, but I always hear in chats that he opened them. The MCOC conspiracy theorists, they come out.
Oh, for Seaton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's the originator of the whole CEO tag, right? Like, yeah. So, I mean, I remember I think the first time I really was like, oh, these crystals are a thing, is he got like a Dr. Voodoo. And that might even been out of like the featured 5 at the time. Remember back when like you had a 20% chance of getting the champion? And I think he got him, and that's what's that?
from the featured was that, oh, you mean the 15K the 15K crystals when they had them?
Yeah, it's so long ago. I can't even remember exactly how much you spent on it. You weren't spending money. You were spending like your in-game resource. But like the champions like featured crystal would come out, and you'd have, I think it was a 20% chance to get them. And you know, most of us, if we saved, would have the opportunity to open one or two of those crystals. And then that was, so it was before they changed how the featured worked. Am I explaining that well?
Yeah, I think the drop rates they always get adjusted. Like I remember watching some, you know, bring them up cows with videos. This guy sometimes used to drop 7-8 grand and get the 5-star maybe one time and not get a 6-star at all. And then the other time he dropped a couple, you know, much less crystals, but then he duped the 6-star and so on. So I think they always get adjusted based on how the champ is. I think that they usually give the defensive champs better because they want to have them more used in Alliance defense. Like if something like Core comes out, they set the drop hits higher so people use them in defense. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it did seem like that when Core came out. It was like everyone who ever popped a crystal was like, "Hey, I've got a 5-star Core."
I got Core, right? Everybody got Core. Out of like 3 crystals I had.
Let me. So I'm realizing the chat's going, and this is just so much fun chatting. So, and I feel like people are enjoying it. So we'll stick with that. If someone's like, "Dude, will you just play the champion?" Let me know. Let's catch up a little bit here. So Arsenal for life. Yeah, I think Legacy ended up going over. The arena's over, so I don't feel bad saying it. Right, the arena is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he ended up going over 90, just to be safe. At least I think that's what he did. Last I had checked. Clyde, will I be able to awaken him? Actually, I am sitting on 2 6-star Cosmic Awakening gems. So if I wanted to awaken him right now, I could. We'll probably, if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know that I will almost definitely open at least some crystals for the champion that's going to come out first in November. And so just on the off shot that we awaken Ghost Rider, then I'll hold off. I'll save, because those 6-star awakenings are still so valuable and rare. And then I am hoarding for the 6-star featured crystal that'll come out in like a month and a half or 2 months. So I can awaken him. I'm not sure I'm going to yet. That 6-star Metal Sonic, dude, I think that's really you. Imposters, in case people don't know what the imposter joke is apparently I have 2 imposters and they've been going into Enzo's stream. So now I'm a little hesitant. But Metal Sonic, dude, the original or the imposter, thank you so much for that. That is awesome. Speeton's opening year. Yeah, they've been bad luck, but the guy's he's so entertaining. It's fun to watch, and so I have a good time with that. Deal or no deal, Z. Yeah, I miss him too, buddy. And yeah, you're right. 20% for 15K shards. And I remember it because this was before War Seasons had come out, and so I was playing an alliance that didn't take them as seriously, and nowhere near as seriously as now, of course. And I had gotten Dormammu in his like original, and then I just saved and I saved and I saved, and I had 3 crystals. I had saved enough for 3 crystals, and I got him on the 3rd one. I awakened him, and if you remember, Dormammu's awakened ability was such a big deal. And we immediately put him as war boss. And I in my memory, we won every war afterwards. I'm sure we didn't, but that's how it felt. So it was a good time. I remember the Doc. Fools, he got him twice. Yeah, that's right. That was one of my, I think that was like when I was first really getting into the game. And so I kind of discovered Seaton, and he got, I remember it was Doc. It was Doc. And so, and it just, I don't know, it just seemed like so much fun. Metal Sonic, dude, 25% chance for the new featured 5-star. Yeah, that'd be nice. People saying hey to Enzo, and let's see, wish we saw those. Yeah, I think we're all lamenting that those 5 stars aren't back.
Over here.
What's up?
We have Integral over here from ASR.
Integral, yeah.
Yeah, he has some sick war videos. The guy is definitely skilled.
For sure. Huge skill. One of the best war alliances out there by far. And if we could link that at some point too, if someone has the ability to do that, let's please do that. Pubba the Great, he used the word flex, so that's the that's funny. It's me for real. Pub is correct. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping by. If it's something you might be doing, hit me up, DM online or something, and we'll get you the wrench. I'm not kidding. The imposter thing is real. It's real.
It means you made it on YouTube if you got imposter.
Well, I think so. I took that as a sign of respect. I took that as a sign that like some good things must be happening out there. So. In some ways, I miss OG War, but when I look back at it, it's just so much better now. I know this is going to sound, and everyone's going to hate me right now. I kind of miss the hidden defenders a little bit. I miss that. I missed not knowing. It was kind of fun. There was a little bit of an anticipation. I think War was so much more stressful, though, and intense. That this is probably a positive that they don't have the hidden defenders anymore.
I don't know, man. With these what do you call it? Stubborn with these defender. Wait, what do you call that again? It's hard to know War, especially I was an officer in Kenobi back when they had the hidden defenders. It was so long to plan the defense. Sometimes it took 3 hours with like 3 guys to plan one battle group.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I never really have been involved with leadership and stuff like that. Awesome. Thank you, Zero Frost Ninja. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. And Strands, yes, there will eventually be some gameplay. There's I think 3 months of me wanting to do this, and now I just can't wait to talk with everyone. That's probably my favorite part is the interaction. Duke, we were saying so I've never really been involved with the leadership side of this, and I know this is a sensitive subject, but from what I understand, back when the defenders were hidden, there was so much time was spent on trying to figure out who they were, right? Like officers and BG leaders, their planning is still intense, right? The amount of planning that goes into it, but that it was significantly more time and planning and maybe even try to get the notes from other allies on who was placed and stuff, right? Is that accurate?
Very accurate. I remember I used to, especially with Tatus, for example, your guy, when we used to fight ASR or somebody else, we always used to come to him, he used to come to me and say, listen, because we saved all the defenders, everybody we had a spreadsheet for every war. So we knew who placed what. So, sometimes they knew that we talked to Foloki, for example, or we talked to another alliance, so they strategically switched some defenders. So it was pretty good. It was very interactive between the top allies war.
And was it a pretty friendly situation? Like, were people happy to help each other out?
Yeah, because they knew that the help would return. So if I'm fighting ASR now and they are fighting the ally I just fought before, so they know if they help me, I'll help them. So it was very friendly. Plus, you had the whole thing with matchmaking. Everybody knew. Nobody wanted to match with each other. It was definitely people were matching at 8 o'clock at night. The matchmaking opened at 2.
That's right. I remember. I Oh wow! So
the whole Tadam system, because it was every 15 minutes it lowered you by a tier. So if you were in T1 and nobody matched for 15 minutes, it sent you to T2, and then in the end I think it was 30 minutes, and then people just didn't match. And I remember MMX one time was waiting 3 hours to match and it didn't.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, but that time there would have been a tier. I don't even know what. Look at that damage.
So, Strands, thank you for keeping me on point, my friend. What I wanted to show everyone there was, so we're getting the question, like, what is the best rotation? And here's the answer. I have absolutely no clue. But I do know this. I know that some of these synergies can really emphasize, or like, I can't think of the correct word right now. I'm going to blame it on being sick. Like I have regular Ghost Rider in there, right? And so that is increasing that initial power gain. And so doing that, starting off with a light, really helps because you're getting pushed with the power gain. And so I think playing him that way, especially if you're going to build to that SP3, is really good. But then you can also tailor it the other way, like we were saying with KT1, where if the opponent you're going against is is more and more. You're not doing a fight like this. Not like this took long though, right? This is 64 hits. But if it's a lower level opponent, and we'll try to do a little bit of gameplay with a lower level health opponent, you don't even have to go to the SP3. That's why I think he might be usable in war. Is I think you can tailor him, and I think the damage is high enough where if you're not triggering everything, you still might kill the opponent. I mean, war opponents have like what 100 to 200k health, and I'm not talking about bosses here.
Okay.
What do you think?
What about does he need synergy to be effective or not?
We should test that. We should find that out.
And I'm kind of curious about the Night Thrasher now, how he would look. You can test him also maybe against Captain Marvel.
Hey, we won a war. Let me catch up on chat just for a second here. Check Twitter when you get me a chance. Just confirming it's actually me. All right, so let me. You know what? My streaming skills are still limited enough. I don't know how to do that without showing it to everybody. Last week's alliance were hurting each other to top 3. Oh, hunting each other. Yeah, that's right. Juggernaut is the child of Tigra and okay. Yeah, this guy is ridiculous how quickly he can get into it. Carl, what's up? Thank you so much for stopping by. And then Iron Patriot, medium, light, medium, light, heavy, SP3 is what I've seen. They don't have him. Yeah, I mean, I think there probably is a default, like with all champions, there's a default, like if you can do this thing, it's best. And so it's, a bit of humor there. But I think that, I think you tailor him, I guess. Let's just put it that way. Damn your push. Thank you so much. I think this, a lot of it though, is just, it's like, my voice, my throat's just a little irritated. In war, we get cosmic boost 5s. To be honest, were you able to cycle special after special? Yeah, I agree. And so that's what we were kind of comparing him to as Corvus. I think that's the natural comparison. And earlier we were saying, when you take Corvus to war, you're boosted. Like Corvus is a high maintenance champion because the results are so good. And I feel like this might be a similar scenario. Can you see CJ overtaking Captain Marvel up here? That's the question, Zero Frost Ninjas. That's the question I'm trying to answer because I do have Captain Marvel as well, and I love her. And I have Hyperion, of course, too, but Hyperion's not available. It's 6-star. And so will I be taking Captain Marvel or Cosmic Ghost Rider up first? And right now it would definitely be Cosmic Ghost Rider. And the main reason is, and it's hurtful, and Duke mentioned it earlier, and I don't know why he had to kick me while I was down, but I do not have a 6-star Nick Fury. And I think with Captain Marvel, the Fury synergy, I think is just so helpful, right? So that's kind of what I was thinking there. Z, maybe take him alone in quest. Yeah, why don't we try that? Let's try him by himself. And KT, no, don't quit. We all get bad pools, buddy. If you're enjoying the game, don't quit. We could look at my 6-star some other time, and you will see. I think I have. My highest natural SIG champion is the champion, and I believe I have him at SIG 160 just from pulling him. Alan, thank you so much for stopping by. War videos coming up soon. Yeah, I've fallen behind with pulling Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I wanted to stream. I wanted to get this going. I have fallen behind, but they will be coming out probably tomorrow morning. And the really good news is, unfortunately, I've gotten less fights. I've only gotten, I think, 3 the last 2 wars. But the really good news is in each war, 2 of them are mini bosses, and I'm really pumped up about that. I feel like I got a chance to kind of show some stuff, and my Magic gameplay is getting better. I showed the videos to Duke, and the Magic Master gave me some pointers, and I was able to implement them, so I feel good about that. Hey, Vega, thanks for this. Yeah, I'm pumped up to do it. I had thought about MCOC God. I had thought about maybe not doing it because I am under the weather, but I just wanted to do this. I've been waiting so long. I've been talking about it for months. I would have hated to cancel. My first 6-star was Spunsaw Addy. Wow, congratulations. Clyde, my first 6-star was Yondu. Not bad, right? Could be worse. Alan, happy to see you here too, buddy. Thank you so much. And then Clyde, and I'll get back to some gameplay. Hopefully he gets a Busu. Who, Yandu? Yeah, I could see that. I could see them trying to work into that. And so Duke and Shadow, it was requested to just do Cosmic Ghost Rider by himself, right?
Yeah, I think that's good. And also, one more thing about the 6-star crystals.
Yeah.
Like, they have to change something about the max 6-star, because a lot of people, they pull a 6. I know a lot of people that have, for example, 6200 Hood or 6200 trash champs that they never use, and they keep duping them and duping them. They have to do something about it. I think there's enough people right now that have max 6 stars, where Kabam has to maybe respin, maybe give them something, maybe give them a Nexus, give them the choice, not just nothing. You rather dupe a max 5-star than a max 6-star. At least you get something there.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a lot of sympathy on that one. But I agree with you. In fact, that's why I stopped opening the current 6-star featured. Is for prestige reasons. I finally used my 6 stones, took Guardian all the way to Sig 200, and then I was like, if I use 15,000 6-star shards to open up a featured, and I pull Guardian, that's gonna hurt, right? Because I get literally nothing for that. So
right.
I don't know. And
I don't think it's right now. A lot of people, even in the mid tier, they have max 6-star, because if somebody saved the 6-stone deals, or just a 6-stone from this or other things, and have one champ, for example, that they worked on the whole time, and he's Sig 200, and they pull him, I mean, that must hurt too. Not just the top tier guys that have, several Sig 200s. I don't know, MCOC God. I'm seeing what I'm going to do after season yet.
I'd also like to see you dupe like a 5. I'd like to see so from. It's kind of annoying. Star gives the same amount, so then
right.
5-star dupe.
Absolutely correct. Especially, I see a lot of people being out of ISO or low on gold, and this would solve both issues. Even though I think they are giving gold more frequent now.
6. I have like 4 champions to level up, and just no ISO to do it.
Yeah, 6-star definitely should give more ISO. That's without a doubt, because not often do you dupe a 6-star. So it should be something special.
Back to back,
So I don't think I played very well there. I'm not used to playing him by himself, but the damage seemed adequate, even without doing anything special.
How much health did he have?
120.
Oh wow, okay.
You know what I want to try? I want to see how that can work. Just doing the SP2 route and getting that big bonus from throwing it without having dex. Because I accidentally dexed there, I think, and so I used it. The one thing so this is what came up yesterday, and all of that. In all of that streaming, like, we really did spend over an hour just trying out different stuff. It was really fun. Is that, once you get all those judgments up, you can actually you can re-trigger things. In essence, sorry. Oh yeah, stunning him's a bad idea. The SP1's unblockable, right?
Oh wait, isn't okay. Yeah.
So, see, that seems better to me, even with the huge mess up. Like, that felt like, why go all the way to the SP3? And that's see how many less hits that was, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. I think the rotation's really dependent on who you're fighting, right? This is with no synergies. This is an R2. We have partial suicides with the bleed. But this is without any synergies. Everything else we've seen has been with synergies, good synergy partners. I didn't want to show, ones that I think no one would ever use. But this was only 31 hits, plenty left over. If I don't get hit in the face there, do we even lose any health? Like, what did it look like on your end? I know playing it's always a little different.
I think it looked good, and this for me makes it more practical for war. You know that you don't have to go to SP3 right away. You can play him by himself. You don't need all these four synergy champs. But this makes him more useful to me. That you can still have a good damage output without all the synergies and a big ramp up.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? So he's got 125 health. And Shadow, I saw you. I can hear you sometimes, buddy. I think I'm just talking so much, and I'll try to be quiet a little bit to give your thoughts on all this too.
Like I'm making my mic a little louder, but I don't want to make it too loud.
Yeah. So here, let's see how this goes. I mean, that's a... Jeez Louise. And then you can just build to this SP1 here. Its block proficiency is amazing. I mean, look at that. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Is I don't think anyone's necessarily wrong unless they told you he's not good. If someone tells you he's not good, then I think they're wrong. But okay. I think there's a lot of different ways to play this guy. KT1 was the first one. I always want to give credit where it's due, and who made me aware of it. What did we say that was? 125k health champion.
30 hits.
Yeah, that was an R2. I don't even think I played that well there. I was mostly concentrating on not triggering dexterity. Wow.
So I don't want to do that Quake fight since she has that hours thing now.
You want to see what that does to him? Like not being able to throw the special right away type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like the power gain, I just used him in this quest, the 4-star, and power gain, I was at like 7 hours things or something.
Oh, because you were trying to build up to the SP3?
Yeah, because it kept going to SP3 while the power gain, and then it kept getting removed and then going in and out. I just kept building my powers things up.
Yeah. Okay. Are you asking me to do that, or are you saying try not to?
I originally said I would not recommend.
Oh, I thought you said, are you going to try it?
And it's a transducer, so it's going to drain your power.
Well, we're already here.
You won't be able to kill it just with SP2 anyways.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Right.
Triggered dex. But so this is kind of... oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, Shadow. Well, let's have a good time.
Those armor breaks are pretty cool too.
Yeah. Well, that's why potions are in the game, right, folks? We can always just heal them up. That's my attitude in war anyway, is obviously I want to try to play as perfectly as possible, but I'd rather heal up my champion than lose the fight. So,
I really like what they did with the new free crystal that you get from the solo events. I think war, if you are active, you can have a war where you don't spend. You get your potions from glory, and you can get your boost from these from the solo events.
You know, Ant's been telling me that.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I was in overflow a lot on the 15% boost and the 20% boost, and they're mostly enough for war.
So look, he's got the 5 judgments on. I think we're going to be able to trigger the power gain again here. Oh,
Never mind.
or he will die.
But yeah, if that's the real contest noobs in chat, can you
Wow.
correct me if I'm wrong here? Didn't you open like 3 cabs and get a 6-star Nexus, a 6-star Cosmic Ghost Rider, and a 5-star Nexus? I think I saw that in some. I think I saw it somewhere. I might be a little mistaken though.
Who? Vega?
A contest of noobs.
Yeah, so contest of dupes. Remember, the chat is like a few seconds behind. We're still getting used to that. So let's see if contest of noobs replies. Just even that right there. So here we go. I got 6-star pop. Wow, that's a heck of an opening. We're already at 11:15. I'm my cold medicine's holding up better than I thought. Why don't we go for a little while? And how's everyone feel if we'll open up? I've got some cav crystals and those special crystals you were talking about, Duke, and then we'll try to catch up on chat. Does that sound fun to everybody?
Beautiful.
All right, let's do that. Let's start off with the cav crystals. This will probably be the most exciting, right?
Clyde, he applied already to the CCP a while ago, but I think it's not a bad idea to maybe do it again now that your channel has grown. I think you did it maybe a little bit too premature when you just started off the YouTube.
I thought
now maybe it would be a better way to do that.
I thought joining for Loki meant I was automatically in the CCP. Is that not correct?
Probably. You're the black sheep over there now. 29 members in Vega.
Yeah, they're like, oh, in the other chat, Vega. Sorry, you're not a part of that chat. No, I obviously I'm kidding. And Duke's is definitely correct. I haven't heard anything back. One of the things that happened is I didn't realize you could apply at 500 subscribers. And as you guys know, this is my first stream. So yeah, I don't blame them. And I know they've got a lot going on. And
Vega applied at $4.99. The second he hit 500, he applied.
Do it now. So yeah. So hey, so we've got the max dig crystals here. This is the 5-star. Ideally with these, we'll just pop these instead of dragging it out. But ideally with these, I would love to just get 6-star shards. The 5-star sig stones, while awesome and amazing, and I get it, I just happen to have a ton of them. So that, and then of course the Immortal Iron Fist is the ultimate prize for it. So we'll just pop them and pop it like it's hot. That's right, People's Champ.
These crystals don't have a reel.
Do they not? Because when I'm alone, I wouldn't hear. Let's just spin one. Yeah,
I don't have a reel.
Yeah, there we go.
Over there. What do you think about the Gambit buff?
Me?
Yes.
I have no idea. Yesterday I did the stream, and I was and I got that. I got it out as a video because I was like, no one's gonna want to watch this hour and a half of me and Shadow and DLL goofing around, and so I just kind of edited it down into like the highlights of it. And then it was family time after that, and then after that I hung out with my kids, and we live near a canyon, and so we went into the canyon, and my oldest is really into Harry Potter, and so we pretended to be wizards, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. So yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? Does Gambit look good?
I think that I like the bleed resistance. Sorry, I think he's a little bit of a knockoff version of Magneto.
Hey, hold on.
I love it because I run suicides a lot, so I like that he's practically immune. He'll heal from suicides, and the damage should be there if you can load up and then blast with your SP2. I think the damage will be there, but everything is good on paper right now. It just have to see how practical he will be.
Hold on one second. I want to. I saw something in chat here. Alvaro Santos, please don't ever apologize, at least in this stream anyway, for English not being a strong suit or someone's first language. We'll get through it and we'll do it. And you're asking, why do I get six? So I think the question is like, how have I accumulated the 6-star shard so easily? And the reason is I have so many 5 stars. So like here, we'll just take a quick look. I've just played this game for so long that I've accumulated a lot of resources. But you see all of the 5 stars. And I think with rare exception, I found out that Nova, I believe, is not SIG 200. Nova? Did I just make up a champion? That's a champion, right?
Yeah, MCOC got timed out because he did Duke come back in all caps.
Oh, how do we fix that?
It was just 30 seconds, so it'll be back in a few seconds.
All right, sorry, MCOC God. That's a bad bot. Bad bot. We'll talk to it later. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a strong nickname. I want to see some gameplay from that.
And thanks. See, yeah, Nova is who we often see on the ebb and flow intercept there, right? So, Alvaro, so in essence, almost all of these champions are SIG 200. So anytime I open a 5-star crystal, they not only generate the 256 star shards, but then I get the max SIG crystal as well. So they're generating often around 500 6-star shards, and then I've been very fortunate to be in alliances that accumulate resources just more quickly. So that's how. Adam Johnston. Now I know I would love to open the 6-star, but we're hoarding for the featured now. That featured's looking juicy, right? With Apocalypse and Professor X, and then of course Cosmic Ghost Rider. So we got to say for that, Fluffy Pig Monster, dude, I love the name. Falcon buff seems better than Gambit buff on paper. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. And did the Falcon buff? Is there something there about a synergy with a yet to be named or announced champion? Did I see that correctly?
Synergy?
Yeah, someone I saw in a chat. Someone theorizing that Beta Ray Bill may be coming to the game, and I think they were pointing out a synergy with Falcon.
I think that was me.
I think I did see Beta Ray Bill on that. Maybe hinted something. I did see it on a lot of line chats.
So Shadow, what was your thinking on that, buddy?
It's a Twitter post that had like 10 champions that this person would have liked to have, and someone at Kabam said one of these is being developed, and Beta Ray Bill was on that list. And then a new synergy for Falcon came out, and it said Thor Ragnarok and then coming soon. And well, like, none of the other champs really made sense with Thor, but a Beta Ray Bill and Thor Ragnarok, that makes like a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense, and that would be cool. And then did someone else bring up Shuri? And if so, how would that fit in with that synergy, or were they just saying they wanted Shuri in the game?
He said it was because she's the next Black Panther, and that was like, yeah, I don't think it had much to do with the synergy.
Got it.
Beta Ray Bill is coming sooner than bases.
So am I going to have to remove that now from my channel description about how live streaming will come sooner than Alliance bases?
Yeah, maybe.
So I believe it was Alvaro. So if you're seeing that there, that's how the 6 stars accumulate so fast. We just pulled the 5-star Phoenix, and I was wrong. It's actually 275 6-star shards. So that's going to be math is not my strong suit. What's that? 550 6-star shards. Once we include the thing. So Wet Noodle, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much. Please correct me if I'm going to say your name wrong, because you've been a supporter, I think, since like literally day one. But I've been pronouncing your name as Moxie. So Moxie, if I'm pronouncing it right, please let me know. If it's wrong, please definitely let me know. And so happy to see you here. I remember you since like day one, and I really appreciate it. We've been communicating back and forth for like 3.5 months now, and it's very cool. I'm so happy you're here. You're one of the people, there's so many people that I was hoping I'd see today, and I'm pumped up that you're here for at least a little bit of this. So Fluffy Pig Monster, problem with Beta Ray Bill, this will be the 3rd cosmic champ in a short amount of time, unless they make him tech. Literature would allow that. Oh, that's good to know. We could use a tech. Doesn't fit Kabam's diversity. One thing, Dap, I see you, buddy. Yeah, so, but didn't they just do, like, we got all those awesome mystics, then they threw another one out with us. Was it Dragon Man? But we had like a run of mystics there. It felt like we got like 4 or 5 of them in like a 4-month time span. So if that's correct, and I think it is, I don't think those rules. I don't think they bother Kabam. I think they kind of do what they want. So we'll see. Dap, look at that.
Now that you're close to the Cosmic, I would definitely wait for Beta Ray build because, you know, by the end of the year, usually they come out with these high prestige champs like Doom and Surfer. So I'm sure he's going to be a monster in prestige. And after they messed up Thor Ragnarok and regular Thor, I mean, they're not what they are in the comics. They just face it. They're high prestige.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to make them really good, especially after they just did Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm sure they're going to make another OP Cosmic Champion.
Yeah, so 6 of the 20 champions in 2020 have all been a Mystic. So that's a large portion of them.
So thank you for bringing actual facts to my theories, Shadow. I appreciate that. But that's what I'm talking about there is I don't think that stops them. I think they just kind of do and balance. And we all know Cosmic could use a buff as far as like top tier. And how excited would the community be if Beta Ray Bill is awesome, right? It's kind of like Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like we wanted him to be good.
Only one Science Champion has been released 2020. Only one Tech. That's Guardian and Red Guardian.
Oh, wow.
They need to slow down on mutants.
Yeah, no. Mutants, there have been 4. Professor X. No, wait. Do we count Deadpool? No, Platinum Pool and Weapon X?
I'm just saying overall, not how many they came out. They have the class is just far superior to anybody else right now.
Yeah.
They need a little bit of diversity.
Let me catch up on chat just for a second. Dap, look at the hands. I think you're looking in the mirror, buddy. I think you are. Dap, how confident are you that you're not an imposter? Can you let me know? Moxie, I'm glad to know that it was right. That it would have been hard to change because it's been 3.5 months of habit I've formed here. Jimmy, when did you inform Loki? So I think we're on 2 months or 2 weeks now. I think it'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday. Made the change after AQ. The AQ and War broke at the same time, so it worked out. It was a good time to change. And Duke, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think NY did have a replacement, so it wasn't like I just left you stranded.
Yeah, we had a guy that joined. There wasn't my BG. I usually take care of BG2, and you were on BG1, so I know there was somebody ready.
All right, good. Well, and that's what, yeah, and it's NY, right? They're the AQ1 Alliance. Like finding a replacement is there's a lot of people that want to get in. Let's put it that way. And Alvaro, good. I'm excited to take I hope to. Yeah, good luck, Alvaro. I hope you get a great champion too. Fluffy Pig Monster Mystic was the latest. Yeah, that's true. That was more of a catch up. You're correct on that. That is true. So that does make it a little different than what I'm saying. We need the really good skill champion. I could not agree more, Jimmy. I'm holding skill resources for either Nick Fury. I've got an Awakening Gem and a Tier 5 CC. I'm holding them either for Nick Fury or for a skill champion that I've made up in my mind that's going to come out and be amazing. Slade, we also want Silver Surfer to be good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sometimes you got to have the bitter to really appreciate the sweet. Let's go with that. I think that makes some sense.
I don't think Surfer is as bad. I think the armor break really helps in his SP2, the power game, the Furies. I think he can have a decent damage output.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Silver Surfer is better than people say, but that's probably most likely due to people expecting a lot from him, since people have been wanting him for years. So the fact that he wasn't like the best champion ever, a lot of people kind of like didn't see his full potential.
But a lot of people, when they announced that Silver Surfer is going to come out, everybody was saying, listen, I'm going to go big on crystals. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing. Remember, Lion Chest was blowing up just because he's, in the comics, one of the favorite comic book characters. So it made sense that everybody wanted him. But I do feel like him and Thor Ragnarok should have been way better. Especially since I got all three 6-200 Thor Ragnarok, so I want him to be as good as he can be.
That may be some motivated reasoning there. I liked the self-awareness at the end there, Duke.
Yeah, a little bias.
98 views.
90. I should be keeping track of that, huh? That's cool. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined. Metal Sonic Dude. Okay, this is definitely the real Metal Sonic Dude. Either that or this imposter deserves credit for knowing Metal Sonic Dude that well. Because I was actually about to say someone should link Metal Sonic Dude's videos on Surfer and kind of how to use them. Those were very educational to me as someone who has a SIG 200 Surfer. Those were really helpful to me in learning kind of how to play the guy and maximize him a little bit, right? Because you spend all those resources and you'd like them to be a lot more than just a prestige trophy. And I think they are. So yeah, and Fluffy Pig Monster seems to be agreeing with that. Yeah, I think that's right, Fluffy Pig Monster. There was I don't remember how or where, but someone said something about Surfer having ghost-like abilities, and I think because of the phase, and I think that just set the bar too high, right? There's one ghost, there's one Quake, and so anytime we hear anything related to them, I think it's going to set the bar way too high for any champion that comes out, and therefore they will seem like a disappointment. On his own. Wish you luck. Craven will be the next best skill. I hope so. That would be awesome. Someone that everyone really wants, and an awesome skill would be great. CGR is what Silver was hyped to be. Yeah, that's a great analogy or a great explanation for it. I like that. If I use that, I will credit you for sure. And that's got to really be DAP, right? What's the worst that could happen if I moderate someone and then find out that it's not the right person? What's that?
I'm not really sure, but it could be bad, but nothing could happen.
Let's find out. Yeah, Metal Sonic Dude, I really appreciate your videos, especially the ones like that, like where you help out with a champion that's a little bit underloved and educate. Okay, so Duke's taking a little break. Fluffy Pig Monster. Yeah, I think so. I will admit I am not a very good Quake player. I've tried to learn her multiple times. And one of the, look, no one's going to feel badly for me here, but one of the negatives to having a roster like this is so often you have another answer. And so that's usually what I end up doing. And I was just so certain that she wasn't going to be effective in a war. War is by far my favorite mode of the game, which is a small part, but a part of why I'm so happy at 4Loki now, and why I went there. And I think maybe I should learn to use Quake. So Moxie saying hello. What noodle? You removed it. I think I don't know what that's relating to. That's the real DAP. Cool. DAP, who's the best synergy champ? It's me. You hate me and won't do my tournament. Okay, that's the real DAP. I do. I hate you in the most loving way possible. Metal Sonic Dude. Great praise for you, man. There's a lot. Best synergy champ is easily cat. Jason, thank you so much for pointing that out. That's, I think, something for us to look at here. Is look at this. So we're looking at Cosmic Ghost Rider. And check this out. If someone's already done the thorough examination on this, I apologize for the duplication, but look at what we're going to do here with this guy. So we can now increase the buff duration on Cosmic Ghost Rider by 25%. That is a significant amount. And I know what some of you are probably thinking of, like, well, now you have to take in Thor. Thor's not bad. And if you're starting off the team with Cosmic Ghost Rider and Cap Infinity War, there's a lot of content you're going to be able to tackle with those two alone. And then Shadow, what do you want to see us do? Do you want to bring in regular Ghost Rider, or should we bring in the Mr. Fantastic with Night Thrasher synergy?
Night Thrasher, maybe? Wait, I don't
So
really remember which one is best.
yeah, I mean, over an hour and 20 minutes of screwing around yesterday. So Night Thrasher and Mr. Fantastic was this one, where it pauses the buffs. So we would, in essence, what we would lose is that initial huge power gain. But our buffs would last longer, and they're going to be paused. What do you think?
Was the Ghost Rider synergy the one that allowed us to get 2 Furies and a special 2?
So, you know what? Hold on one second. I'm seeing it in the chat. Metal Sonic Dude, he's making a great point here. He's saying that in itself could be really good for the power gain. And then Fluffy Pig Monster is saying that, I think it was him. Sorry, I assume him. Also do Mr. Fantastic Night Thrasher. So we're getting requests for that. So, and the Integral is pointing out that Ronin has a similar synergy. Go see you guys. Z, thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. I hope I didn't miss you. Really appreciate the heck out of you, man. Thank you so much for being here and for everything you do.
Yeah, I for some reason just kind of forgot that that Mr. Fantastic synergy would pause the power again as well. So I don't know why I forgot that.
For the same reason, I didn't even think of it. Like that's a great point, Metasonic Dude. Like this is the kind of nuance that, yeah, and that's not who we wanted to go in with.
Night Thrasher too. Yeah, he's doing with his boss.
That Night Thrasher is only like Sig 20 or 40. So part of my hesitation is that I would have to really invest in him.
He doesn't need a high Sig.
That's my understanding.
I also have him, I think, 60 or 40 or something like that.
Rule said the thing with the Ronin is the more black pots you add, the longer the buffs. But that's only for Fury, Cruelty, Precision, and Armor. But I do remember that Germ said that he used that to get 3 Furies. Which I'm not quite sure if that's more damage than 2 and or special 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Germ is a very smart player, though.
I think one of the issues that I'm going to have with Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm used to evading specials. When a new champ comes out, I study the specials and I evade them. So in War, I'm sure I'm going to trigger Dexterity a lot of times.
See the power being stopped for like 0.4 seconds.
He knows how to close out a fight, doesn't he?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Metal Sonic did that. Was actually, yeah, we did not really think of that one.
Yeah, great call, Metal Sonic Dude. And the cool thing about that is that means you don't need to take in Ghost Rider.
DLL?
Did DLL make it? Dude, yeah. So I think I'm just riding the enthusiasm of so many folks. I've just been wanting to communicate, and my Dayquil is fully kicked in, I think. And so I'm feeling good. And so yeah, we're still going. Catch up on stuff. People's Champ, I love his animations too. Someone asked if he was kind of like almost stuttery to play, and I had thought that too. In just viewing him, that there was going to be kind of like I can't think of the right phrase for it. Almost like Stealth Spider-Man. I know I'm always ragging on Stealth Spider-Man. I actually like him, but there's kind of like it's not a smooth style, and I did not find that at all. I was shocked at how smooth it was to play Cosmic Ghost Rider. Metal Sonic dude. Yeah, I agree. And you just made a really great call. Again, I believe in credit going where it's due. K21 was the one who talked about just getting to the SP2, and then I think it was DLL. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That brought up the no, it was also K21 that brought up the Mr. Fantastic with Night Thrasher, and then DLL brought up Cap Infinity War and Thor. And I happen to have an R3 Cap Infinity War, so I'm very interested in being able to bring him along whenever I can. So Alvaro saying it won't so much is yeah, he's great, Alvaro. I agree. And Cap Infinity War was actually my first Science R3, and I love him. He's great. Fluffy Pig, I believe taking block damage to preserve the crit is overrated. So that's the other thing, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it well, but I think one of the things that isn't getting enough publicized or talked about is once you use the 5 judgments, right, is then you get the ability to use them again. It happened almost on accident yesterday, where I was like, wait, I just triggered the power gain again. Like, how did that happen? And so I think if you can trigger the power gain, and you have the ability to then trigger the dex through the SP2 again, you just have to wait for the cycle to kind of get reset, right? And I'm definitely still not an expert, but I am definitely agreeing with that. The fight started slow and then was just over. Yes, absolutely. Heimdall best synergy, maybe. He is a fantastic synergy champion.
Steve just brought something good up.
What's that? Fight Winter Soldier with Cosmic Buster, but bring Guardian. Okay, so in the perfect parries, are you saying to do that because of reducing damage, or are you thinking about getting in some extra hits somehow? Because that's how I've always used that synergy. But then I would need to bring in. How are you saying to implement that? Like, what's the benefit of that? Because I'm not sure I follow you.
Perfect parries, I think.
Yeah, but but am I doing that just to reduce damage, or am I doing that because what I've always used that perfect parry? There's a synergy, right, with Squirrel Girl, I believe it is, and I've used that to kind of go medium, and then go into my combo. And I don't think that's what he's suggesting. Oh, so we got a new subscriber here, Dosite. Thank you so much. Let me know if I just butchered your name, please.
3K here.
Subscribers?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's such a great community. Just to reduce damage, parry the SP1 instead of blocking it. You can also tap light attack, then to a full 5. All right, I'll try it. I have a feeling that's more Metal Sonic Dude level of gameplay than Vega, but we can try it. We can try things, and we can always get better, right? So who should we remove then? What do you guys suggest?
One.
You know who's really good right now? I'm just testing it out actually while we talk. The Cosmic Spidey with the new Goblin synergy.
Really? Wasn't it like an armor break or something?
SP2 at R3's Cosmic Spidey.
Crit damage team, that could be good to test too. I can tell my voice it's about to go. So I think we're gonna do maybe one more fight here and then call it a day. And then I will say I am enjoying the streaming aspect of this even more than I thought I would. So I had originally planned to maybe do 1 or 2 a week. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more, and we'll try to maybe designate, like, is this going to be more of a gameplay and testing? Is this going to be more of a testing? Or are we going to maybe open crystals? Although I'm not sure that works well on streaming. And then we'll have somewhere we just talk and like answer questions and theorize together. So I think there'll be a lot more streaming than I had imagined. And what did you guys think, Duke or Shadow? Who should I remove for this? Because I love the idea of putting Guardian in there.
I really don't know the synergies.
Yeah,
I'm
can you
not
go
really
over
familiar. I don't have him yet. I'm waiting for second round. Maybe I'll go for him in arena now.
Got it.
Waiting for the cutoff.
So the Cap Infinity War, it's a two-part synergy. That's the one negative. Is you need both of these champions in. So Cap Infinity War and Thor increase the buff duration by 25%, right? And then Mr. Fantastic and Night Thrasher, they pause, but it's only on the hitting. So I have to be hitting them. And with Winter Soldier's passive AI, I'm thinking just having the default buffs last 25% longer is good. Like they're not dependent on my actions. What do you think? Should we just do that?
I really don't know. I really don't know enough about him.
Well, in the time I've taken to talk about it, we probably could have done both. I will. So I don't really like Mr. Fantastic, so we'll remove him. And the armor break. I want to see this. I want to see. I want to see what this does to the power gain. We're going to start off with the power gain. So we'll have the increased duration of all buffs by 25%. And then we're going to trigger the power gain first. And let me know what that appears to do. You can use one medium or one light and then do a full 5. Yeah, double medium is risky. Yeah, and I wouldn't do that in war, of course. Yeah, that's a good point.
Why is the double medium risky?
In war or in
General.
well, if there's like limber or if the defender's been placed with limber, right? Like won't that decrease it, or are you going to get the same time no matter what?
Are you hitting into his block, or are you regular hitting him?
If I parry him, so we might be talking about slightly different things. A Guardian and Squirrel Girl have like a perfect box synergy in it, so it increases the duration of the stun. And so I've always used that. I enjoy doing that with Sasquatch. So I'll go in with like a double medium, and then I'll go into a full 5-hit combo.
Oh, double medium. Okay, so you're talking about having a combo after that? No, yeah. The limber will be very hard to do that in war.
Yeah, Autosonic Dude just said double mediums might be risky because Cosmic Ghost Rider's animations are so slow for his medium.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And you got a hater, wow.
Only one? Come on.
But at least 2 imposters. I mean, that speaks volume right there.
If we only have one hater, I'm disappointed.
Actually, I'm excited now about Beta Ray build because I have a Cosmic. Might have not to retire. I don't know. This if some good champions come out.
I messed it up. Yeah, I mean, we can see that was going fine, and I think it was actually working well. But then I just messed it up. And I messed it up again. That's that. I mean, that's what we were talking about, though. That's the muscle memory there of not dexing stuff.
Right.
We'll try this one more time, and then I think it's going to be time to go. In fact, we'll just close out of this.
Can you explain to me why can't you dex? What does it do to him?
It's not so much
damage.
It's not so much that you can't. It's what you end up using the buff from the dex. I'm always bad with the names of the masteries, and you're really wanting to save that for when you trigger the SB2, because the SB2 trigger is a massive one. And I think you can trigger dex if you just want to trigger it early. I think, because then by the time you come back in to throw the SB2, the rotation will have reset. Did I explain that generically enough?
Yeah, it would, but that then again makes it very hard for Alliance War because what about unblockable SB1s? And you take a lot of block damage from specials.
Well, so
that might be not as practical.
So here's the thing, though. So if you bring in Guardian, his block proficiency's jumped significantly, and then also he has, I think, the highest block proficiency in the game. It's higher than Doom's. He's at like
it's the same as Massacre and Professor X, but I think it's like 7th. Hold on, let me check.
Is it really?
Oh, Guardian.
Yeah, it's 6th, and
pretty much up there.
Yeah, Massacre, Professor X, and Cosmic Ghost Rider all have the same block proficiency. So he's just behind Iron Man, Infinity War.
Okay. Well, I thank you for getting the correct information out there. But the point remains, it's quite high.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I feel like with this map especially, you can't get hit and not die. I think back 2 maps ago, it wasn't possible. Once you got hit, that was basically it for you. You had to have a perfect war. And maybe the newer champs have better block proficiency or resistance makes it much easier.
Like, I mean, you see, like, where I'm at with all these... Shoot, I did it again. With all these blocked hits I was taking, you saw where the health still was.
Right, but it's also...
Yeah.
6-star against a 4-star.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember when they changed it to the level efficiency?
So, like, I'll be able to trigger the power buff again. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I think also his weakness in war is going to be mystics. You definitely cannot take any mystics, but you have Torch for that. That would be a good mix if you need an add-on player.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm starting to really not feel it. And I think that was a nice ending. And even with me making a quote unquote mistake there in his rotation, I think we saw what he can do. But I think we're just testing the surface with this guy. I'd like to maybe try to do a few more streams. If I'm not feeling well enough, maybe I'll just do videos of trying to take him through some of the event quests or stuff like that. And if you all can hit me up, let me know what you'd like to see tested. I'd be really curious in that, because like I said, this is a really smart community, a lot of smart comments, and I'm sure you all are going to see things that I am not. Was there a lot of chat to catch up on?
No, I think everything was pretty much covered. Everybody's in awe about the damage.
Yeah. That's okay. I just want to go through, make sure it's at least hi to everyone. I appreciate everyone showing up so much. Dasite, everyone says it differently. Okay. Fight Winner Souls. Alvaro, Squirrel Girl is a good champion. I think so. I like her a lot. I will admit, though, I'm a bit biased. She's on a TV show that I really enjoy watching with my kids, and I like the TV show character. So I think I'm biased to like her more than maybe she is. But I think she's great, and I did a video reviewing her, and I felt like her biggest issue was her ability to keep Tippy on the opponent when power was a bit of an issue. So as I say that as a negative, I kind of think like that's a lot to handle. I don't know how many champions can handle those sorts of things. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I think she's good. The awaken ability is important, in my opinion, very important.
All right, my man.
Yeah.
Had a good first stream.
Thank you, Duke. I really appreciate you showing up, man. A lot.
Why was he muted? LC Music tracks.
He put a lot of like the
exclamation points.
Exclamation.
Oh, okay. So
Either do. max like a lot of caps or exclamation points, you get timed out. So
All right, so we got to fix the bot, right? Because that's the second person to get muted that should not have, right? Savage Scorpion. Yeah, we didn't even work in Pun 99 today. I really like him a lot. And again, K21, I do say his name a lot, pointed out that if you have Tech Collar, you can actually just prevent the opponent from gaining combat power. Now, if the node or something like that is causing them to gain power, it's not a power lock, so they're still going to gain power. But you can prevent an opponent from doing that. And keep an eye out. Either he or I is going to put a video out soon on that. We have some kind of shared gameplay that we're working out. Duke, thanks so much. I know you said you had to go. I appreciate you showing up, buds, and everything you've done for this channel.
Great. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. Fluffy Pig Monster. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, but I can tell the cold medicine's wearing off, so I'm having trouble following now. But if you don't mind, maybe send that to me in a comment or something like that, and we'll take a look at it. Metal Sonic Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've been starting off with the power gain because I had been taking in the Ghost Rider synergy, but you're right. Saving it till later with those increased buffs would make more sense now. That's a great point. If you mess up with Dex, so John is saying time rotation so that should trigger. Yeah, I agree, John. I think that's a great call and something to work on for sure. And it's kind of something that's been an ongoing conversation here about not sweating it too much if you mess up your Dex timing. AVTO, yeah, Seaton does. A lot of good ones too, I agree. Okay, looks like there's another conversation going on. See you all. See you, Jimmy. All right, I think it's time to take off. Thanks everyone for stopping by. And Shadow, really appreciate it, buddy. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hilarious. All right.
Oh, is that you, DL?
It just...
Sorry, but my Dayquil and everything, it's just completely wearing off.
Dude,
I gotta...
You've been going forever.
We had a great time.
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right.
Well, feel better.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.